Hello, this is Charles with ElevateCode.com. Today we're going to go over the concepts of creating a PDF file. Let's start by taking a look at the traditional Hello World file. Open it up with a PDF reader and notice that there's nothing in here but the Hello World text. Now let's close the Adobe Reader and open the file in Notepad. This PDF file is nothing more than a text file that I created with VisualBasic.net. In this video I'm not going to be doing any VisualBasic.net coding. Instead I'm going to focus on the concepts of creating the file format. A PDF file is similar to an HTML file. Just as HTML uses tags to tell Internet Explorer how to display the page, PDF uses objects to tell Adobe Reader how to display the page. The file has four basic parts that are required for every PDF file. First, there's the file header. This simply identifies the version of the PDF specification which the file conforms. Next comes the file body. It consists of a sequence of indirect objects representing the contents of the complete document. The third part of the file is the cross-reference table. This contains information that permits random access to indirect objects within the file, so the entire file needs not be read to locate any particular object. The fourth part of the file trailer, enables an application reading the file to quickly find the cross-reference table and certain special objects. Applications should read the PDF file from its end first. When Adobe Reader opens up a PDF file, it looks for the keyword start xref. It reads the next line, which is the byte offset to the xref keyword. The first line after the xref keyword tells how many objects are in the file. The first entry in the cross-reference table is always the same. It must be 10 padded zeros with a space and a generation number of 65535, followed by the keyword ELF indicating a free object. The next line points to the offset of the first object in bytes. The keyword N indicates the object is in use. This is repeated for all the other objects in the file. Now let's take a look at the header file. The header file is a single line made up of two comments. The percent sign indicates a comment will follow. The 1.4 indicates the version the file will conform to. The second comment is required if the file contains any binary data. This file does not. It's a 4-byte character code greater than 128 value. The first object in our file is media data. All object starts with the keyword OBJ and ends with the InObject keyword. Each line will be a file info property that will be exposed in the Adobe property window. Our second object is the font object, and we're using one of the built-in 14 fonts. You can also embed fonts. Now let's take a look at our root catalog. The root catalog contains references to other objects in the file. The root catalog also controls how the file is displayed. Our fourth object is our outlines, which we're not using in this file. Our fifth object is our page tree or page collection. It uses the parent kids nomenclature. Each page object for the file is referenced here. This contains the number of pages in the file. Each page points to its resources. Next, let's take a look at our resource object. Our resource object will point to our font object or image objects used on the page. Next, we'll look at our page object. Our page object points back to the parent tree object. The media box determines the size of the page. To crop the page, use smaller dimensions in the crop box. And of course the contents represents the contents object. Next we look at the content stream. In most cases you will not know the length of the content stream until done building the page. So it's common practice to point to a stream length object. Using the keyword stream, we will start our stream object. The next line determines the color of our text, based on our primary colors red, green, and blue. The keyword BT means begin text. The F1 is the name of the font. The 16 is the size of the font. The TF is the keyword setting the font and size. The TD is the starting position of the text. The TJ keyword displays the text inside the brackets. And of course the ET ends the text. Once the stream object is built, it's easy to calculate its size. This completes the overview of the file format. Let's make some changes to the file. Let's change Hello World to Hello Charles. Now we'll save the file and exit Notepad. Then we'll start Adobe Reader to see our results. The file reflects our changes to our Notepad file. Let's close this file and open up the PDF reference file. This is the reference I used to build this file, and I will be using it for the remaining PDF videos. It is outdated but somewhat easy to understand, and I'm going to make it available for download on my website, ElevateCode.com.